Welcome to NETRUSH Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and raw emotion on and off the court. If you live for shocking twists, bold commentary, and the stories players don't want you to forget, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss a single serve of tennis chaos. The Billie Jean King Cup Finals, the biggest team competition in women's tennis, are being held this year at the Shenzhen Bay Sports Center Arena in China. For the Chinese tennis community, hosting this event is a major source of pride. It's not just about tennis. It's about showcasing culture, hospitality, and national identity to the global stage. Ahead of Team USA's quarterfinal clash with Kazakhstan, players and officials attended the traditional dinner gala, a formal evening where athletes mingle, celebrate, and experience local culture, including food. It was here, at this very dinner, that Taylor Townsend encountered something she didn't expect. According to multiple sources, Townsend was stunned by the dishes served. Instead of quietly moving on, she took to social media to voice her frustration. Her post, now deleted, described the food as barely edible and questioned how anyone could actually enjoy this stuff. While Townsend may have intended it as casual criticism, the words carried weight. To many fans, particularly Chinese fans, her comments read as dismissive of an entire culture's cuisine. Screenshots spread like wildfire. By the next morning, hashtag Taylor Townsend was trending across Twitter, Instagram, and Weibo, with thousands accusing her of racial insensitivity. The backlash was swift and merciless. Chinese fans called her remarks ignorant and disrespectful. American fans expressed disappointment, noting that Townsend should have known better, given her global platform. Journalists pointed out the long history of athletes making culturally insensitive remarks during international events. Some even brought up Townsend's past controversies, including her heated exchange at the 2025 U.S. Open after beating Yelena Ostapenko. In a matter of hours, a comment about food had spiraled into accusations of racism and cultural arrogance. On Tuesday, ahead of Team USA's quarterfinal match, Townsend faced the media. She didn't dodge the issue. With clear emotion in her voice, she said, "There's no excuse. My words were inexcusable. I didn't think before I spoke, and I realize now how deeply hurtful that was. I take full responsibility. I promise to be more thoughtful in the future because words can hurt, not just individuals, but entire communities." This was not a half-hearted statement. Townsend emphasized accountability, admitting that her remarks had crossed the line from personal opinion to cultural insult. She added, "I need to understand that when I speak, I represent not just myself, but my team and my country. I let people down, and I'm sorry." Townsend's apology raises larger questions. Should athletes be more mindful of cultural differences when competing abroad? Where is the line between personal taste and offensive commentary? Why do food-related comments often spark such intense backlash? Consider this: food is identity. It's family, tradition, and history all on a plate. Criticizing Chinese cuisine in China, at a time when the nation is proudly hosting one of tennis's biggest tournaments, was bound to sting. Townsend isn't the first athlete to stumble in this way. Back in 2008, Serena Williams faced criticism for comments about local culture during the Beijing Olympics, though hers were far more nuanced. In soccer, Mesut Ozil and Nicolas Anelka faced outrage for cultural gestures or remarks that offended fans worldwide. Even in tennis, Novak Djokovic has been criticized for comments on Australia's COVID policies, which sparked global debate. These moments remind us that athletes don't just play sports, they live under a microscope. For Team USA, the timing couldn't be worse. The squad, featuring Jessica Pegula, Emma Navarro, Haley Baptiste, McCartney Kessler, and Taylor Townsend, is under pressure to deliver at the BJK Cup. Now, instead of focusing solely on tennis, they're fielding questions about controversy. Jessica Pegula, the team leader, was asked about Townsend's comments. While she avoided criticism, she stressed the importance of learning and growing from mistakes. For a team already navigating the high-pressure environment of international competition, this distraction could shift focus away from the courts. Fan responses have been split into three camps. Outrage. Many believe Townsend crossed a clear line and that her apology, though necessary, doesn't erase the initial insult. Forgiveness. Others argue that Townsend owned up quickly and everyone deserves a second chance. Defensiveness. a small group defended Townsend, claiming athletes have a right to dislike certain foods. One comment summed it up. Criticism is fine. Racism is not. Townsend blurred the line, and now she's paying the price. Will this controversy define Taylor Townsend? Probably not forever. Athletes have bounced back from worse. Townsend's decision to immediately apologize might protect her long-term reputation. However, in the short term, she faces damaged reputation in Asia, potential sponsorship concerns, heightened media scrutiny at future tournaments. Much will depend on how she follows up her apology with actions, whether that's engaging with cultural awareness programs, making amends with fans, or simply showing humility going forward. This controversy is also a reflection of tennis itself. The sport is global, more than ever before. Players compete in Asia, Europe, North America, South America, and Australia every year. With that global reach comes responsibility. The Taylor Townsend incident highlights the need for athletes to embrace cultural sensitivity training, especially as tournaments expand into new regions like China, Saudi Arabia, and Africa. Taylor Townsend's words were careless, but her apology was powerful. There's no excuse. She admitted it. She owned it. And in today's world, that matters. But whether fans and the broader tennis community choose to forgive and move on is another story. What do you think? Was the backlash fair, or was Townsend's criticism of the food blown out of proportion? Should athletes be allowed to freely express dislike for cultural differences, or do they carry a responsibility to respect every culture they encounter? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to NETRUSH Report, and ring that bell so you never miss a single serve of tennis drama, rivalries, and raw emotion. This is NETRUSH Report, signing off.